Well, hello everybody and happy Wednesday. I'm so glad that you guys are here. If you're brand new, welcome. My name is Erin Bies. I am a certified personal trainer and a fitness nutrition specialist through ACE. And I spent 13 and a half years in multi-level marketing, healed my way out, and now we are pissing people off on the internet with facts that they don't want to face. Oh, we have so much to talk about. On tonight's video, can you imagine getting on a Zoom that you've been invited to and you're hearing all these stories about how you're able to focus and you felt something within 30 minutes. All of a sudden you had this energy that lasted 10 to 12 hours and you cleaned your entire house, you got everything done. And you're thinking to yourself, does this sound legal? Only to find out that there is 5 stimulants in this product that your friend has invited you to the Zoom to try and pitch you on this. Yeah, you don't have to imagine, because that's what we're about to watch tonight. If you've not heard of this company, because I hadn't until some of you brought it to my attention, it is a company called Trunori. It's a new MLM company. They are, from the sounds of it, only recruiting right now. So it's the, the pre-launch that we're all very familiar with that these companies do. And the owners, or the CEO, excuse me, Chris and Danielle, what is their last name? Collins, I believe it is. They are from previous MLM companies. They are distributors, and according to Chris's Facebook page, goes back to 2022, I believe. He was, or they were in Thrive or Lavelle. And then recently I'm being told that they were also a part of Fix. Fix is the hops MLM in the little packets. I've done several videos on it. I actually forgot to link all of the playlists, so I'll make sure I update that after this. But they are now starting their own MLM. And so here we are. Yeah. How are you guys? Tell me what is going on. I wanted to give you that quick little spiel as far as what to expect for tonight. I do want to also apologize. I know I'm going live an hour later than I normally do. I had some scheduling conflicts this week, but next week it should be back to normal. And on Friday, you'll have an edited video, and it's a Nueva update, which I know a lot of you have asked for. Thursdays, well, the day before, members will have it. So, oh man, but they're going to say that any other source, they're going to say coffee and any other source of caffeine is bad. They are. Also, thanks, Shadow. Monday I curled it. Today it's not curled. We're just rolling with it. Hey, it worked for me because we didn't time shift yet. Oh, that's good. We did just get here. Okay. So this video, funny little story really quick. And yes, it's juicy. I need to actually change how high that is. Just a moment. It is, it's very juicy, at least on this screen. Okay. So yesterday I came across several videos on this company. And so I downloaded some stuff, and I started talking about it in my stories, and many of you started having messages or having conversations with me in the DMs about this company. Sam D has also covered this company in several of her videos. I was actually just watching it as I was getting ready. So check out Sam D's channel. Her edits are so funny. She does swear, just FYI. But as I was preparing for today's stream, what I noticed was that YouTube channel where I downloaded the videos yesterday, I noticed they removed all of their videos. Now, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Also, one of the distributors, what is her name? I want to give her a special shout out, but not in the way that she thinks. Her name is Stacy. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Stanchu? I probably butchered that. That's not intentional. Want to give her a shout out. It's okay to have a few haters. Just don't become one of them. Well, if by hater you mean bringing facts to the conversation that you're not willing to face about the products that you're pitching that could actually harm a lot of people, I guess I'm a hater. What is up, fellow haters? Anyways, this is going to get messy. I can already feel it. They're running, they're hiding, and we're going to talk about all of it. in my opinion. They could have made them private. They could have. Yeah, could have made the videos private for sure. Also, 32 months. That is amazing. Now I have to adjust this. Hold, please. Okay, Marie, good night for popcorn. Indeed it is. Real Wellness Crew, 32 months. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, DC, sending you lots of love. Okay, anyways, let's get into it because we have a lot to talk about. I have my notes ready to go. I've done research prior to this, obviously. And I have some things to say about these products. So 46 months? DC, that's wild. Also, I sent you a text, but don't worry about it. I'll text you after this. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? All right, so this is the video that has now since been taken down, and I don't know why. I find it interesting why they would do that, but let's see what they have to say. And again, the company is called Trunori. They have 3 products. We're going to do a website scroll because I figured out how to do that, which is very exciting. So we're going to look at all of this. We're going to talk products, we're going to talk ingredients, we're going to talk about the label, all of that. So
I just wanted to talk about Trunori for a moment. So we've got our founders, Chris and Danielle Collins, along with Trey King and his scientific team.
Am I going to be looking into the scientific team this go around? No, we're going to focus on the products and yeah.
He is the formulator behind our amazing product. So how Trunori came to vision, Chris and Danielle Collins have been in the industry for a very long time, and they wanted something that would flip the script on the network marketing world.
Have you noticed that every company says they're going to do MLM different? Every single MLM launch that we have seen over the years, all of them think they are going to do MLM different. They use the same tactics. They use similar products, in my opinion. They use similar comp plans. This one is a unilevel. We'll talk about that in an upcoming comp plan video that I'm planning. It's always the same thing. Oh, but they're going to do it different. Oh, right.
So they met with many of our leaders in the industry, and they also shared the vision. And everyone said, you know, if you can make this happen, this is going to be amazing. And they did. So we just this week fully launched. So we've got the brand partners and customers who are able to join in. We are 100% debt-free. There are no investors. They brought in a very skilled, successful consulting firm to help guide them on how to run a network marketing company because they have only ever worked in the field. So we've combined real science with real integrity. So what became, or what?
I'm sorry. Did she say real science with real integrity and it's a multi-level marketing company? You can't even make this up. You really can't. Oh God. Also, I was talking about this with the members when I was ranting and raving as we were previewing this video. Who put the cursive in this and why? Why would you do that? Oh my God. Unreal. Scooter, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that so much. I swear, baby, this time it'll be different. Except it's never different. Never different. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat.
What started as a dream between 2 people has
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Oh, my bad.
become this partnership with world-class scientific lab-created products backed by research and a community that is genuinely rooted in heart. They believe that everybody deserves a fair shot, a supportive team, and a place where they feel at home and like a family. We really...
She sounds so excited about it. Maybe she's nervous. That's fair.
Focus on the one team, one dream.
Nobody can read this. And already we have before and after pictures. We're going to dive into all of this once we get into the products and the ingredients and all of that stuff, and why they're doing this in the way that they are, why they're leading with before and after pictures and these testimonials. I will say that typically these companies, when they have these types of testimonials, which are these people distributors? Because I don't think they're even available. This product I don't think is even available to customers yet. So it would be kind of, I don't know. Um, it would be a good move as far as showing integrity to disclose if these people are distributors in the company or not. I probably worded that kind of funny, but there's no indication. And so I have questions.
We all have multiple teams, but we are all one big family.
Oh,
Next, we're going to go into testimonies. So, I actually was very lucky to win a free sample from Trunori, and I sampled
also, how did they come up with the name? Are they a fan of seaweed, as I see some of you in the live chat are talking about?
Propara. Now, Propara is mostly helping people with burning calories and fat. I'm a very thin person, so I was after the other benefits.
What she's saying is incorrect because thermogenics, and we'll get into the science of all of this, there's a very, very small margin of calories that were burned. Think like half a banana's worth, like maybe 50 to 100 calories. Half a banana or a small apple's worth is the amount of calories that you'll burn by taking a thermogenic. But the science that she's talking about doesn't back it like she wants you to think.
Of it. Day one, I took a capsule, and within 30 minutes, I felt the thermogenics warming my body up. And it was like my brain turned on. I had no more brain fog. I was able to focus. I remember posting a video. I walked into my son's bedroom and it looked like a bomb went off. There were Legos and toys everywhere. And normally that would just send me spiraling. And I was able to tackle that.
This is a really, really important clue. The fact that she is saying that she felt something 30 minutes after she took it, that she felt the thermogenic warmth and the energy, almost initially here indicates the product contains stimulant type ingredients. We're going to look at the label. I'm going to hold off on that until later, but she's talking about one of their products that's called Propara. Who named these, by the way? Wild. However, I do want to tell you guys that the ingredients in Propara include green coffee bean extract, grains of paradise extract, and a proprietary blend that contains guarana and green tea extract. And those are stimulants. Yeah. So classic ingredients that we have seen in thermogenic fat burners in supplements over the years. So when somebody like her says that they are feeling warm or energized, motivated, and focused, that lines up with what stimulant formulas typically do. Yep. Yep.
With no nervousness or scatterbrain. And I just had really good, clean energy.
I would love for you to define good, clean energy. When I drink coffee or a Dr. Pepper Zero, which I'm not drinking tonight because it's a little bit late and I don't want the caffeine to keep me up tonight. But I would love to know if coffee and a Dr. Pepper Zero is dirty energy. What would you consider? What is her name? Jennifer. Jennifer, what would you consider good, clean energy? Only your product? Yeah, that tracks.
And my mood for that entire day was completely uplifted. I was very happy and very talkative.
I bet you were talkative. Yeah. With 5 stimulants, I think anybody would be talkative.
And I just didn't feel the need to sit down. I felt like I just wanted to get up and go and continue moving. So I really liked that part of it.
Bet you did. Yeah.
Kaylee, do you want to share your story?
Sure. So I'm Kaylee. I also was one of the beta testers for the
The beta testers, let's talk about that for a second, because a lot of times what happens is these companies will roll out these products to distributors or a select group of individuals that are distributors in the company, and they do the testing on their own distributors, which is why they have testimonials. So it kind of goes like this. They are coming up, and this could be an MLM launch, this could be people that are in an MLM that are launching a new product. They either send some of the top leaders the product for free. That doesn't happen that often. Or these people buy it. They have like early access, and some of these companies will use it as an incentive to rank up or to hit a certain level of volume or recruiting or something like that. And then they have access to a discounted price on the product. They become part of the beta testers. And then when the product rolls out, they have all of these testimonials that they don't disclose are coming from distributors in the company. And that's typically how this works. So I would just love to ask this company and Chris and Danielle, are these distributors that we're seeing these testimonials from? Because you should disclose that. I feel like that's kind of important.
second round that got theirs. And my first feeling with it was I did get this burst of like, I just felt like on a cloud. Everything was just, I was happy. Um, so that like unfolded. I was also just really excited and stuff. And then that
Excited and stuff. I I feel like this is a good time to explain a little bit about what thermogenics are, because it makes sense with what we're about to hear. Thermogenic supplements, are designed to stimulate the sympathetic nervous system, which is our body's fight or flight system. When that system is activated, our heart rate increases, our alertness increases, our body temperature can rise slightly, and our appetite suppresses because our body shifts from, oh, I don't need to worry about digesting the food or feeding myself in this moment. I'm worried about getting away from danger or fighting to be able to get away from danger. So that is what is activated when you take a thermogenic. So when you hear people say, as we will tonight, I cleaned my whole house, I feel like my brain turned on. Here's the most important thing, in my opinion. Feeling stimulated does not automatically mean that fat loss is happening. Many thermogenic supplements only increase metabolism, like I've already stated, 50 to 100 calories per day, which is a small snack for a lot of people. So the experience people describe and will describe as we continue on into this video can feel powerful for a lot of people, but the actual physiological fat loss effect is usually very small. So just want to make sure everybody is aware of that. Let me see if I missed any their research. Of course, right? Oh, it's not out yet. Okay, thank you. I would trust my Diet Coke over a magical MLM pill with 5 stimulants any day. Right, same. Except for tonight because I want to sleep.
at night, I had the best sleep of my life. So I was super like just deep sleep, and I haven't had that in probably years. So that was amazing to finally feel that again. And then when I woke up the next day, I was just up, like ready to go, tackle my whole day. Normally around lunchtime, I would have like a crash, like ready for a nap. No crash, just kept on going. I actually hadn't looked at my treadmill in over a year, and I got on that treadmill. I was very motivated, like just the brain fog was gone. I was clear. It was motivating. I
These are the same kinds of people that will say, I didn't change anything in my diet. I didn't change what I was doing. The only thing I changed was this little tiny capsule. And I'm not saying that that's what this woman is saying, but this is the kind of testimonials that we see in MLMs. And then once we start asking more questions or seeing more of their content that they're putting on their social media platforms, we see that they actually indeed are changing how they are eating and eating less, putting themselves in a calorie deficit by eating less and also burning more calories through exercise. But they always say, I didn't change anything. All I did was take this little capsule or put this little patch on my arm, and all of a sudden I had all this energy and I lost 5 pounds in 2 hours. That's exaggerated, and I'm very sarcastic when I say that. But that's typically what we see.
Actually lost, I believe it was like 4.5 pounds that week for my little trial. So
4.5 pounds in a week, more than likely, is going to come from glycogen depletion. With glycogen is water. I feel like I'm gonna say this on every video where we're talking about weight loss and 4.5 pounds in a week. What happens is, because they probably are manipulating their calories and they are manipulating the amount of carbs that they're taking in, the body is going, hey, we don't have as many carbs as we usually do. We're going to need some energy. So it breaks down glycogen into glucose. And when that happens, your body releases water, which causes weight loss. It's not fat loss, it's literally water and glycogen depletion from the breakdown of that glycogen. Come on.
then there was a little break in between before we got our products again. And then this is something I wanted to touch on that not everybody may know, but some might, and it's just a good thing to talk about. But I was a GLP-1 user.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
And it's something that I wanted to get off of, get away from. So with having that big break, things were changing, and the food cravings came back. So I got on the Propara again, thankfully, and it took, I would say, since it's a different feeling from being on those shots. So
It's a different feeling because it is two completely different systems within the body. A GLP-1 medication, which is prescribed by a doctor, is going to help and, well, not help, but influence the hormones that tell you that you're full. It slows down gastric emptying. That is what it does. When we're talking about what is it called? It starts with a P. Propara. What is this name? That I'm going to show you has multiple stimulants in it. That is activating your fight versus flight system. They are two very different things. So of course it's going to feel very different. They're not the same thing. I know she's going to try, and they are going to try to say that this product from them is a natural GLP-1. I'm not saying that they have said that, but I can just feel where this is going.
it took me a day or two to really get back in. And I took 2 capsules at noon one day, which is usually fine. And that really helped me as well. So I think like some days I take one, some days I take two, but I will tell you the energy for 2 capsules at one time is a 10 to 12 hour energy. So I was up.
That should be a clue. You took one capsule and you had enough energy for 10 to 12 hours. Is this the same capsule where you're supposed to take, I don't think this is the one where you're supposed to take 7. We'll get into all of that when we do our website scroll. But one capsule gives you 10 to 12 hours of energy. That should tell you everything.
So I will not do it that late in the day. But now I'm back down my weight, back like
We're going to talk about this. Yeah, we're going to talk about groups of people that I would be very concerned if they were to be taking this product here shortly.
I'm eating very clean, craving
Clean.
lots of clean food. So very high, like heavy in fiber and protein. So
That tells me that she probably was being mindful of how many carbs she was taking in. So let's go back to her 4.5 pound weight loss over the span of, I don't remember how many days, we'll just say up to a week, that she lost. If she was manipulating her carb intake, she absolutely was losing glycogen, and from glycogen breaking down, let me be careful on how I'm saying that, into glucose, so the body could use it as fuel, and with that, water, which probably caused the 4.5 pound quick weight loss. Please, guys, be very careful when you see people online that are talking about rapid weight loss and they're talking about, oh, I lost 5 pounds in the first week. Please ask questions. Did you change your diet? Are you being mindful of how many carbs you're taking in? Did you manipulate how many carbs you're taking in now versus what you used to? These are really, really important questions to ask, because on social media, it's so easy when we have I'd say we, but when people have struggled with weight or losing weight or gaining weight their entire life, sometimes this social media marketing, they know that and they're going to prey on people. And the fact that this has so many stimulants is really scary to me, because there are groups of people that this would not be necessarily safe to take, in my opinion.
That's not something I was doing before. I was all about the carbs. And so, yeah, so I think that clarity.
So she did manipulate her carbs, which is why she lost the 4.5 pounds in a week. Got it.
The vision I have and everything, like mood booster. It's amazing. This product is absolutely amazing. So, Wendy, would you like to share your testimony?
Oh my goodness. Good morning.
Oh, Wendy. Wendy is from Scentsy. I didn't know this. I had no idea. It wasn't until the members only live stream that somebody told me in the chat, hey, she's from Scentsy. There is and seems to be this pipeline of Scentsy reps that are leaving Scentsy, and I'm like, yay, but they're going to this company, Trunori. And Wendy is one of them. And I think according to Wendy's Scentsy, or to her Facebook profile, I think she was a part of Scentsy for like 16 plus years. And here we have her going from selling wax melts and candles and diffusers to now she's giving health and wellness advice. Yep, I hate that.
Morning, everyone. Are we ready? Okay, my name is Wendy Heath Newgas, and I live in Southern California, hence the no sleeves and all the stuff. First of all, I am so honored to be a part of this Trunori family. I almost get a little emotional. I've been in direct
What?
sales for 24 years. I sold jewelry for 8 years, and for 16 and a half years, my company that I just took a non-leadership role.
Meaning she gave up her downline. That's what that means.
Because I believe in this product.
Oh, okay. So what she did, sorry to pause this so soon. So what she did was she gave up her team, and it sounds like just to become a sales rep with Scentsy in order to join Trunori. So they probably made her pick. You either have to do this or that, because Scentsy is kind of controlling. Like, you can't even sell stuff at a farmer's market. You can't even sell things that have nothing to do with Scentsy candles at farmer's markets. Yeah, so that's what that sounds like. That's interesting.
I just did it a couple weeks ago. You know, when you feel like your life and your business is aligned, this is where I'm at right now. I'm a health girl. So, like Jennifer, I didn't know if I could take any pills, right? I'm a thin girl. I work out every single day. Okay, guys, I'm on one Propara and I need nothing else in my life. I don't drink caffeine.
You don't drink caffeine, but you take Propara. I don't even know how to say that, which has a lot of stimulants. In fact, I feel like this is the right time. Let's do our website scroll so I can show you guys what we're looking at. Let me, where is this? Let's move this and let's do this. All right, this is their website. Hold please, let me pull this up. I'm so proud of myself that I taught myself how to do this. Let's see, hold on, let me adjust this. Okay, this is the Trunori website. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Okay, we'll just go with this for right now. This is the Trunori website. Okay, and they've got 3 products here. So this is the Propara that they were talking about. You get 60 capsules, $119.99. Oh, but if you get on an auto ship, which they're calling a prestige pricing, or calling it prestige pricing, which is an auto ship that they'll talk about here shortly on this video, it's only $99.99, you guys, for 60 capsules. But I do appreciate how they have this. Now this is kind of small. How can I make this? We're gonna go with this. Okay, whoops. All right, so 2 capsules. So $99 or $119 retail is going to last you a month. Here it has paradoxine, grains of paradise extract, 80 milligrams. Green coffee bean extract, 98%. Then it has this EBGE 700 proprietary blend. Let's talk about proprietary blends, because this one has elderberry extract, it has grapeseed extract, acerola, not sure if I'm saying that properly, extract, tart cherry juice powder, which we've heard a lot about lately, aronia berry extract, bilberry juice powder, guarana seed extract, green tea extract, stevia, and ascorbic acid. And then below, in other ingredients, it has the ingredients for the capsule, maltodextrin, cyclodextrin, and silica. Okay. All of those extracts, I want to say, I guess that's the best way to say that, all of that adds up to 270 milligrams as you're looking at this label. And because the extract dosages are hidden, meaning we don't know how much of each of those extracts make up the 270 milligrams, we cannot verify the actual stimulant load in this product. This is one reason why why I'm not a fan of proprietary blends, number one, but why they're so controversial in the supplement industry, because you don't know how much of the stimulant is in there. It has it listed, but we have no idea how much, and that can be very dangerous. But I do want to talk about this particular formula because it does look very similar. If you are an 80s baby like I am and grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, there was a really popular fat burner combination that was called the ECA stack. I don't know if you guys remember that. And it stood for ephedra, caffeine, and aspirin. Ephedra was later banned in the United States in 2004 because it was associated with serious cardiovascular risk. So for those of you that were asking, hey, is this heart safe? I would have some concerns, but I, again, talked to your doctor about that. After that ban, supplement companies started to replace ephedra with ingredients like bitter orange, or as we see on this label here, green tea extract, guarana, and green coffee extract, which are the exact kind of ingredients we're seeing in modern thermogenic formulas. So this is not a brand new invention. This is not a new formula. It's essentially a modern version of a very old fat burner concept, which leads me to my next thought, if you will. Could this be a white label product? What is a white label product? It is something that somebody else makes and they sell the rights to be able to slap their label on it, and the company rolls it out like it's a new product that they just invented. But and the reason that I'm thinking that is because there's things that really stand out from this formula. White label supplements, just like I said, they're pre-existing formulas that are created by some kind of a manufacturing lab, and companies can license those formulas and launch products quickly by putting their own branding on them. Okay. Extremely common, unfortunately, in the supplement industry, because the supplement industry is grossly unregulated. And it also explains why when we think of MLM companies and how quickly they're able to, for example, Nueva, in my opinion, Nueva happened really quickly. And I think, not stating this as a fact, that that's probably because they were leaning on white label products. It allows them to launch quickly with multiple products all at once. This company here has three products. So, a few clues. This ingredient stack seems pretty standard for the fat burners that we already see on the market. Second, the proprietary blend hides the dosages in the ingredients. And third, MLM companies often need products very quickly when they launch. We know that. And white label formulas, in my opinion, allow them to do that. Now, to be clear, I don't necessarily think that all white label products are automatically bad. I think it's a case-by-case basis. But when you pair this with it being an MLM company, I think the unethical nature speaks for itself. Okay, let's go back to what Wendy was saying. Well, no, let me go back. I'm sorry. So that's the first product. while we're doing this scroll, let's go back and let's look at some of their other products. Now, they have a whey protein shake. I'm not kidding. A whey protein shake. They have it in chocolate and vanilla, and it's $119, you guys. $119. Oh, but if you put it on auto ship, you can get it for $99.99 before shipping and tax, which I think is absolutely absurd. Because you can get protein powder that is comparable to this, which has, I believe, 24 grams of protein. Let me see. Let me adjust this. I'm going to try and make this as big as I can. Okay, so yeah, 24 grams of protein. It's got 130 calories, 2 grams of fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, 64 milligrams of cholesterol, 3 grams of carbs, 2 grams of sugar, 131 milligrams of calcium. It's also got an amino acid profile listed on the right. Total BCAAs, 5,762 milligrams. This, to me, is a pretty standard protein powder product. And if you're looking for something, I do have linked, if you click on the shopping cart, one that I would suggest that is literally more than or less than half the price of this product, because protein powder is one of the most easiest and well-used supplements, a lot of times for convenience, and you can get it anywhere. So the one that I have linked is called Optimum Nutrition. It's their gold standard whey, and it usually costs around $50 for roughly 30 servings, which works out to be about $1.60 to $1.70 per serving. Another option, there's NutriCost whey protein. That can be closer to $40 for about 30 servings, which is roughly $1.30 per serving. Many MLM protein powders will sell them for $70 to $90 per tub, as we're seeing pretty close to the auto ship price here with Trunori, which can be $2.50 to $4 per serving. So nutritionally, they're often very similar, but the MLM version costs more because it has to support the distributor structure, the downline pay for the upline. So yeah, so that is their protein powder. Let me go back to this other product since we're doing a website scroll. Oh, yeah, the protein powder is $119, but you can get it on auto ship, guys, for $99.99 before shipping and tax. This is another product that they have, and it's called Protone. Where have we heard that? Prove it. Are you going to let them do this? $129.99 for this product. And let's look at the supplement facts. Okay, this is the one where you take 7 capsules. Look at these ingredients. They have a lot of vitamin B6 and B12. In fact, B12 has 10,417%, or 215 micrograms, which your body is just going to use what it can and excrete the rest. Anyways, it also has hydrolyzed whey protein, L-leucine, I don't know how to say this first one, betaine and anhydrous. That is a mouthful. Creatine, HCl, L-citrulline, L-ornithine, HCl, taurine, highly branched cluster dextrin. Also, it has phosphatidylcholine from lecithin and bioperine, I believe is how you say that, from black pepper extract. It has magnesium, other ingredients, magnesium stearate, I'm not going to try that one. And silicone dioxide, and it also dioxide, and it also has milk. Okay, let's talk about this really quickly. Okay, this is their, as I've already stated, their product called Protone, and it has all the ingredients that I've already read off from the panel, and these are common nutrition ingredients. So they're going to make this sound like it's this magical thing, like, oh my God, this is going to change everything. These are common sports nutrition ingredients. They're typically used for muscle recovery, training support, amino acid intake, and you can get stuff like this anywhere. A lot of it you can get from food. I know that's wild. So Protone looks more like a standard sports supplement, while Propara, the first one, if I'm even saying that right, looks more like a fat burner formula with all of the stimulants. I just wanted to take a second to show you guys these ingredients, because I guess now we could talk about who this might be dangerous for. Propara, whatever, however you say that. Let me actually, let me go back to that so that you guys can see the ingredients. This is Protone. Okay, Propara, I guess is how you say that. Let me pull the ingredients. Sorry, I'm scrolling so quickly. Okay, so this has, as I have already stated, it has a lot of stimulants in it, or things that are classified as a stimulant. I want to review those really quickly. So the first one is the grains of paradise extract, the green coffee bean extract, and some of the ingredients in that proprietary blend. Now, who could this, I want to be careful on how I say this. Who would I be nervous if a family member were to come to me and say, hey, I'm going to start taking this? I guess that's the best way I want to say that. Even if it's somebody that can tolerate caffeine well, there are people that should be cautious with stimulant supplements like this. For example, people with high blood pressure, people that, and the reason that is because stimulants can increase heart rate and blood pressure. People with heart rhythm conditions, because stimulant combinations can impact the cardiovascular system. People that are taking stimulant medications, such as ADHD medications. People with anxiety or panic disorders, because stimulants activate the fight or flight response. And of course, pregnant or breastfeeding individuals should generally avoid stimulant fat burner products unless advised by a medical professional. I can't think of a situation, not that I'm a medical professional, that a fat burner would be suggested for somebody that is pregnant or breastfeeding, but I digress. So even if somebody feels energized, as we've heard from this video, from a supplement, that doesn't automatically mean that it's safe or appropriate for everybody. Okay, I'm going to close this out. We're going to go back to the video. Let me catch up on some of your comments. Yeah, high blood pressure. Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you. Yeah, ADHD, already on meds. Anyone with a cardiac condition, anyone with thyroid issues, anyone with sleep issues. Yep. Yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of the comments. So let's see what else Wendy has to say. Also, I would like to add, when Wendy said, I don't drink caffeine, you don't need to. You're taking in what looks like 5 different stimulants in one capsule. So you don't need to. You're taking it in capsule form.
That's the truth. And you know what? It's just when you feel good, you want to eat better, you want to work out. I hear you guys saying that. And that's what I get to help people do. I am so honored that I can change lives. So Trunori to me is not like fake news. Let me talk to this, listen to this. It's real news, because Trunori's about nutrition news.
And this is very scary. They are passing these out like candy without any warnings. The marketing that I have seen from this product on social media is absolutely terrifying, in my opinion.
Nutrition, E, exercise, W, water, and S, sleep. That is the news: nutrition, exercise, water, and sleep.
And what are your credentials exactly, Wendy, to be giving people advice on fitness and nutrition? I would love to know, as somebody that's certified through ACE and working on level 1 precision nutrition certification at the same time, I would love to know.
That's what we need to focus on. So how amazing that I get to turn my life, keep doing what I'm doing, and change other people's life. This is a couple testimonials. I wake up every day happy. I know it's gross. It's who I am, but I don't need caffeine. This is just me. So the Propara, only 1 pill a day, guys.
That's how you say it, Propara.
That's it. And my 7 proton help build those muscles. I know.
You know what helps build muscles? Strength training and taking an adequate protein from food. And if you need to supplement, if you have a hard time getting in enough protein, you can also use protein powder.
That how I feel, I'm just going to change lives. So it's just a beautiful thing. I call it my feel good formula. I call it my happy energy.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Really, it's my daily woohoo. That's what I'm going to call it, my daily woohoo. But if you want to feel good, look good.
All the Sims players were like, "What? Where are the Sims players? I know I'm not the only one."
Care about your health. That's why this business aligns. When you have that excitement and that passion, and you can feel this good every day. I had another friend of mine say it's the best sleep she's ever had. I had somebody else say, I don't know what her husband said. I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. Like she is bouncing off the walls. And every time I talk to her, she's all happy. So this is a direct sales company that is ground floor. And to me, it was a direct selling company dream. I've been in 2 other companies. This is what I love to do. And how amazing that we are ground floor opportunity with a health and wellness company.
Here is the pitch. Here is the now we're going to talk about recruiting. This is why you should join. It's a ground floor opportunity, less than 1,000 active brand partners, vibrant, fun, helpful community, collaboration with all teams, daily training Zooms, and a testimony group to help you grow. Here's the thing. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. If these companies had actual scientific evidence to show that their products did anything other than hype up their members with a bunch of stimulants, they would lead with that. That is too costly to do, number one, and there's a chance that it could, in these studies, show that these products don't do what the company claims that it does. So they're not going to do that, because if they had sound scientific evidence, third-party, independent, peer-reviewed, all of that, they would lead with that. They wouldn't have to have all of this hype. They wouldn't have to have a testimonial group on Facebook. They wouldn't have to hide the compensation plan and all of that stuff behind, oh, you can't see the comp plan until you join, which, by the way, if you have the comp plan, send it my way, erinbies.com, and it's linked in the video description. You wouldn't have to hide any of that because the science would speak for itself. And that's just not the case, which is why they have these emotionally charged stories, which is why they have testimonials, which is why the majority of people that they are going after are women and weight loss. I could do a whole video on just that, honestly. Maybe another time. But there is a very real reason that they use those before and after pictures and the quick weight loss in the span of a week. Yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. If the science actually backed up what they're saying, they would lead with that and it would sell far more product because it would have the evidence to prove that it does what they say it does. It doesn't exist though. Anyways, back to it.
That is just, I can't even thank you guys enough. Thanks, Danielle. Thanks, Chris. I am here. That. I'm here for life. And I just want to share this.
Here for life. Wendy, you just got here. My God.
It's amazing feeling with the world. So watch out, guys. We are going, let's grow. Let's grow, team. Let's grow.
Oh my God. Stop taking the capsule, Miss. I don't drink caffeine.
I love that.
I need more of your energy.
For real? This. Well, Wendy, I love you. I've known her for years. She had to come.
Will you send that my way, Kat? Please and thank you. I was talking to Sam D about that a little while ago. I'm like, hey, earlier this morning, do you have the comp plan? She's like, no. I'd love to be able to share it with her. Also, if you would, please like the stream. It does help get the word out. Let me see where we're at. We have 44 likes. We need to change that. There's currently, looks like 130 people watching, which hello everybody, appreciate you being here. If you would just take a second and like the stream, that will help me get the word out so that people don't fall for this stuff, which is the whole reason that I do what I do, even though they're going to say, oh, she's such a hater. Yeah, I hate that you are manipulating your audience. I hate that you are emotionally manipulating people. I hate that you are recruiting people into a, in my opinion, product-based pyramid scheme. I hate that you are stacking 5 stimulants in a product and not telling people that, hey, this could be dangerous for certain individuals. While your distributors are saying, oh my God, I cleaned my whole house and mental clarity. I took 1 pill and I was, motivated for 10 to 12 hours. That is not normal. That is not a normal energy level. Our energy levels are meant to come up and down. That's just how our bodies are designed to work. But yes, please like the stream.
When she saw this, she was like, girl, what the heck's going on here? I ignored her calls for 2 days when I resigned from where we were at previously.
Sensi?
I ignored her calls. I would not even answer any of her questions. And when I did, she was like, I'm coming with you.
Oh my God, this is Stacy. This is Stacy that I gave the shout out to that said she's unbothered by the haters, but she's very much bothered by the haters.
So my experience with Trunori has been like absolutely incredible. And I also resigned from, can't say I don't want to say where we resigned from, but
why?
I was 20 and a half years with my previous company. And when I started kind of just being nosy and digging into this and just a little bit more at a time, I just couldn't stop. It was just like this like constant like research.
I'm going to use that for another video, so thank you so much. Yeah, they've been deleting videos. So if anybody can download it while I'm live, that would be amazing. I would appreciate it.
And like, what is this? What is the ingredients? My daughter looked at it. She's my granola daughter, crunchy mom, like everything. She reads every little label. If her daughter comes over,
she reads every label, but she's signing off on a proprietary blend. That tracks.
Here, like I can't give her anything. Like it's to the point where it's like, can you pack her food? Like, can you just like pack her what she can eat? So when I was driving with her in the car one day and I'm like, girl, I got this, like, I'm looking at this opportunity. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, it's insane. And she's like, Mom, you can't be looking at other people's opportunities. I'm like, yeah, I can. So I started like looking through it and she's like, let me see it. And I go, well, here, go check it out. Here's the link. And she was like, if you don't partner, I'm going to partner. So I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah, I've already looked at all the ingredients. She's like, this is my jam. And I'm like, okay. So she kind of like gave me permission in my mind a little bit to just kind of like look at more of the benefits of it. And I just started asking, my upline lots of questions. Shannon and Nikki, like, they're amazing. And anyways, I just went all in without even trying the supplements. Did
you hear that? She went all in without trying the supplements. Now, why do we hear people say that? Because the actual product is the recruiting, the business opportunity. The products, maybe we'll rope some people in on that, in my opinion. But the actual product is recruiting. And why is that? Because we know in multi-level marketing, the majority of the income is made off of having a team and getting paid off of that downline. And this is a unilevel comp plan. So we know that's what's happening. Oh, I love that she said that. Thanks, Stacy. I appreciate you saying that. Do more of that, would you?
Had something, this nudge and this pull just kept me like going through this door that it would not close. It went like this. And I was just like, okay, I'm doing this.
And that's the scary part. She probably read that and went, oh, these are all natural ingredients. 5 stimulants, though. They might be natural, but 5?
And let me tell you, it has been an absolute incredible, divine.
Oh, here we go. Here we go with spiritual manipulation. Stacy, try this with actual science instead of manipulating your audience using spiritual manipulation. You were not divinely guided to a multi-level marketing company where the majority of people do not make any income, according to the FTC. Come on.
Opportunity and blessing for my life. The amount of messages that I have received from those that have partnered with me customers for now that are going to be placing orders. I literally am like the Idaho Nampa Idaho Propara cartel right now. Like,
Is she does she think that's funny with everything going on in the world?
I have people coming to my door. I had some girl pick up something at 9:30 last night. Wendy tried calling me like,
So you're comparing yourself to some sort of a illegal, do I want to say medication? A legal substance dealer? My God.
20 times yesterday. I'm like, girl, I can't talk to you. I'm literally handing out Propara like it's candy out of a parade. I literally had people in my driveway all day yesterday, and the results that I'm getting back from those that are like messaging me, girl, what is this? I'm like, just trust me, keep taking them. Like, gave them all three. I don't know if you can see this, but there's 3 days in these little supplements. I don't know. There's probably many of you that, those that have shared with you. I don't know how many Propara supplements are giving you, but I'm handing out 3 at a time. 3-day supply, which is 6.
Are people paying for that, or are the distributors responsible for eating the cost of that? Because a lot of these MLM companies, the distributor is the one that has to eat the cost if they're not charging for it, obviously.
And I'm like, just keep taking it. I'm going to check on you a little bit later. Like, just enjoy it. And they're just like, man, I woke up and I just feel so good. Like, I'm like,
Seriously.
I know. So my experience with Propara so far is I have a major, major, major brain fog issue. Like, I got some issues. So I got some health issues. Um, the first day, I was sitting on the couch. I left my daughter's house because my other daughter's boyfriend brought us a couple supplements to try because my kit didn't deliver yet and I wanted to take it so bad. So he drove over and let us sample some of his. And my daughter felt it instantly. She's like 105 pounds, like 10 minutes. She was like,
Of course she felt it instantly. It's got a bunch of stimulants in it. What do you even mean?
I'm feeling this. And I'm like, really? Like, I don't feel anything. I went home and I sat on the couch. I'm an hour and a half into it. And she called me and she's like, are you feeling anything? I said, no, I'm so sad if I'm not going to be able to feel good. And she's like, Mom, are you serious? And I'm like, I'm being serious. Like, it'll be a miracle if this supplement helps me. I'm just going to tell you right now.
Let's not forget that Stacy just mentioned that she had health problems and she's pitching. She's presenting this as if it can help her with her health problems. One, we don't know what her health problems are, and quite frankly, it's none of our business, but she is talking about this on the internet. So I just wonder what the health problems are and why an ingredient or a product, with 5 different stimulants to make up a stack like this would solve those problems. Now, I'm not a medical expert by any means. So many of you are, and I don't know the answer to that, is what I want to say. But I think that it's really awful that she is presenting this as if this MLM product is a solution for her health issues, whatever they may be.
And so I'm sitting there and my husband listens to he listens to TikTok and it's like full throttle. Like the volume's always up on it. And I'll either have to go to my office or my bedroom. And I'm looking and I'm like messaging people, asking, answering questions. And all of a sudden I look over him like, oh my gosh, I think I'm feeling calm. I don't want to strangle you. And he's like, what? And I go, yeah, like normally I'd have to get up and walk away from you. Like it didn't bother me at all. And so I text my daughter back. I'm like, it's working. So that was my first thing that I noticed is just like this calmness that was in me. And like, I wasn't agitated at some things that I normally would be because I have to really zone in and really like concentrate. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. So,
Wow.
next day, my Propara in the morning, but I also added the Proton, you guys. And I just feel like we got to talk about this part real quick because I'm going to tell you something. I think I felt so much from taking my Proton supplement.
No, nobody can read this. Nobody can read that with the cursive. I'm not even a graphic design expert or professional, expert professional, whatever. That's not my thing. And I know that this is terrible. Why? Because DC has taught me a lot, which I'm grateful. You should check out her channel. Nobody can read this.
Felt absolutely incredible Sunday morning when I woke up. And I don't know. I still need to figure this out. I don't know if it's the peptides, if it's the amino acids, if it's the creatine. I need to figure out like what is making me feel so amazing from this proton. But I'll take my Propara and then I'll wait a little bit. I don't take everything together.
Wait. I believe the peptide in this, hold on, I'm going to pull up the website again. Give me just 1 second. I believe the peptide is a research-only peptide, if I recall correctly. Hold please while I pull it up. And this is in the proton. Hold please, hold please. I don't remember. I almost X'd out of the live stream. That would have been really bad. I'm pretty sure it's a research-only peptide, but don't quote me on that. I'll do more research and I'll get back to you guys on it on my next Trunori video.
But I am feeling this like I want to like go clean out my bathtub. I want to like go clean out my shower. I want to go to my car now. Like I just want to like go clean everything and do everything. Like I don't have to have these post-its that I used to have all over my desk of things I have to get done. It's in there. It's this. Like I have major like clarity in my brain. It's amazing. So I am now taking 2 Propara a day. I haven't taken my second one yet. This is just from taking my one.
I'm not surprised with those stimulants, as I've said multiple times on this live stream.
I take another one about 1 o'clock. I eat something. I do make sure I eat. And I am just good to go the whole entire day. And I feel absolutely amazing. I'm sleeping like a baby. I feel so good. I feel like I literally could move mountains, and I am. I'm going to move mountains. So,
I mean, if I was taking 5 stimulants, I probably would feel the same way. My workouts would be amazing. My whole house would be clean. Everything would be done. No thanks. And I'm not somebody that's sensitive to caffeine, you know, but no thanks. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but I cut myself off with caffeine at like 2 or 3 o'clock usually because I want to make sure that I'm able to sleep well, because sleeping well for me is important for my recovery with the lifting that I do.
Anyways, my experience with these supplements has been nothing but like bliss. And the protein shake, oh, I put it in my little ninja. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have a background because
I might be confusing the research-only peptide with one of Nueva. That's what it is. I recorded a Nueva video today. They have new products coming out, and one of them has a research-only peptide. I retract my last statement. Excuse me. I misspoke. I got the 2 videos confused. My apologies.
Yeah. But anyways, I run it through. I'm putting just coconut milk, a little bit of coconut milk, a little bit of like milk in it, and then ice, and I run it through my Ninja, and it just makes that like nice crystally, like, you know, blended ice drink. It's so good. This is the vanilla one, and it's so amazing. So yeah, my experience with these supplements is completely changing my life. Completely. I'm just ready for whatever. Bring it.
A lot of people with anxiety would yes, agreed. Yes.
Bring it on.
Bring it on.
Yeah, they are super good. I'm not a
Super
dairy
good.
person, so I even just mix mine with regular water. And
Speaking of water, has everybody had some today? Also, were you on the live stream on Monday where the woman, what was her name? I can't remember. But she said, drinking water dehydrates you. If you haven't watched that live stream, you should go back and watch it. Everybody have some water real quick. Every time I'm live and I take a drink of water, I'm forever going to think about that. It used to be Alexis Brady, who used to be in Prove It, then was in Enagic, and now I think she's in LEMD. Don't even get me started. And she was like, the water, it's water. Everybody needs water. Remember that whole thing? If you've been here for a while, you remember that moment.
And it is so good. And I've started throwing in like frozen fruit. Literally, it's so delicious. Okay, so I want to jump into.
All right, now we're getting into the comp plan. So they say that there's 12 different ways to earn. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction right now, and I bet 9 or 10 of those ways are based off of having a team and having a downline and their purchases and their recruiting and all of that good stuff. That's my prediction. You heard it here first. Is this going to be a comp plan video? No, but they are going to talk about their 10-day sprint bonus, which is, in my opinion, a fast start program.
So, couple of the different ways you can earn here. The first part, actually, I don't know, Kaylee, do you want to go over this part?
Sure, yeah. So 12 different ways to earn in this company. One of the biggest things that you don't get to see everywhere else is our 10-day sprint. So your 3 people who order a bundle in your first 10-day sprint, your commission is going to be doubled off of that. And by commission, I do mean the bonus that is attached with the bundles. So that's super important that we want to get 3 and help them get 3 as well. Another is the customer bonus, where when you get 3 customers that order a bundle as well, you get a $200 bonus. And that is in the 30-day rolling calendar period. Correct me if I'm wrong on that as well. So
The first 10 days.
I'm sorry, first 10 days.
More to come on that, because they definitely don't disclose that. I think it was either Sandy's video that I was watching earlier, or maybe some part of this video. They're like, get back with the person that invited you here so they can talk about the different options. So they're being very secretive about it, which is very MLM of them.
Thank you.
Indeed.
And then next. Okay, and then so our 3 and free, so this is super exciting. So when you get
You
3
sound so excited.
customers that then order on Prestige,
Prestige is their auto ship.
you now get the credits for your following months to order your product.
you.
So it'll be your 3 highest Prestige orders, average that out, and that'll be the credits that you get for the next month. So super exciting there.
Why did they pick her to talk about this?
This is our customer holiday bonus. So I was really excited about this one too, because this will show up around the holidays, around our Black Friday, around Thanksgiving. So what you need is 3 customers that order on Prestige, and then you get 1 share. After that, any additional customer on Prestige is 1 share each. So in this example, you get your 3 customers, there's your 1 share plus 4 more. So you get 5 shares for the month, and that keeps going each month. So each month you start over and do that. So
this is kind of similar to like an ownership pool. For example, Prove It, because that's the last company that I was a part of. They had an ownership pool, and they collected 1% of company revenue over a specific period of time. It was quarterly with Prove It. Sometimes it's quarterly, sometimes it's annually, sometimes it's every 6 months. They're doing it from now, from the sounds of it, and it's not going to pay out until November. And I find that so odd, because it's 8 months. Yeah, that's 8 months. And maybe they started it last month. So 8 or 9 months. I just find that really odd. If you're going to sign up 7 customers, you should get paid all of the commissions for those things right then and there, or at least every quarter. I don't know. There's something about this that I find really odd. And then the fact that they're going to mention here in a second that the reason that they did that is because Danielle used to be a single mom. Danielle Collins, one of the CEOs of the company, who's married to Chris Collins, the other CEO of the company, and how she didn't have any money for the holidays, and Black Friday shopping and this and that, which we know is the Black Friday deals are not really even a deal because corporate greed. I digress. That's the reason that's how this is being pitched. And I just think it is so gross. Yeah.
A lot of shares that you could be having into a holiday bonus.
Then I was going to share about the 3x3 bonus. So the way that this works is you bring in 3 brand partners and you help them get their 3 brand partners.
So you recruit 3, and each of those 3 that you've recruited, they also recruit 3. So you have a team of 12 now. Is what this is talking about. This has nothing to do with customers. So this is one of the examples of the 12 ways that they claim that you can earn income. But this is all about recruiting. And the majority of this has been about recruiting, except for that bonus that they're offering for the holidays in March.
And every time you complete the 3x3, you earn a $500 bonus
So for every 12, you recruit 3, and then each of those 3 recruit their own 3. So every time there's a 12, I don't know how I want to describe that. Maybe a pyramid? See what I did there? Anyways, then you get that $500 bonus. I just wonder how much the company is making when those people buy whatever starter packs they more than likely are offering.
every set. This goes for an entire 30-day rolling period. So if you have somebody who joins March 1st, so partner 1 joins March 1st, and then partner 2 joins on March 5th, partner 1's going to fall off of that 30-day rolling period 5 days before partner 2. And this goes on and on and on. It never ends. So you can duplicate this as many times as you want.
You can duplicate it as many times as you want, but how often is it really going to happen? Probably not very often.
And it's not limited to the first 10 days. It just, as long as you have 3x3 for every rolling 30 days, you'll continue to earn the $500 bonus.
This was my 30 days that I was bringing up with all of our ways that we have.
Are these the kits? Hold on, I'm going to make this bigger. Hold, please. Do they have prices? I'm going to cover my face because I want this to be large here. Oh, I didn't know they had this. I hadn't watched this far into it. Oh my God, you guys, here we have the kit prices. Okay, how to join. I'm going to start at the very top. $179.99, you get 1 bottle or 1 pro bundle and 1 magazine. Savings of 80, I think that says $87.97. Then you have the Elevate kit. Oh wait, no, let's go down to the very bottom. Then you have the Legacy kit, and this looks like it's $999.99. It includes 6 pro bundles, 10 magazines. What do we need the magazines for? Are we going back to party plan? Is that what's happening here? You get 10 $20 coupon codes and 2 True Body protein savings. Savings of $1,029.76. And then the Elevate kit is $499.99. It includes 3 pro bundles, 5 magazines, 5 $20 coupon codes, and 1 True Body protein with a savings of over $500, I believe that says. Sorry that I was covering everything. I just wanted to make that big so everybody could see, because I didn't watch this far into it. Yikes, that is a lot of money. Are we surprised by the cost? I don't know. I don't know that I am.
Have to pay. So there's so many.
And also the really amazing thing, like that doesn't even get into like the nitty-gritty details of the other, literally, there's so many ways to get paid here.
Yeah, there's 12. Yeah, you already said that. There's 12. And I want to do a video on all the 12 ways that you get paid and point out how many of them in their unilevel comp plan are from recruiting and or having a team.
Just
can't wait.
It's incredible. There are several ways to join. So we have our 3 kits. We've got the Ignite kit, the Elevate kit, and the Legacy kit.
Legacy.
There is an option to join as a brand partner without purchasing a kit.
Well, why would you
It's
do
usually
that?
going to be $29.95, but it is
Why would you do that? Because you have to be a product of the product, right? How can you talk about the products if you've never taken them? Oh, I don't know. Somebody on here, one of the reps on here said that they joined before they'd even tried the product. But you know, if somebody joins and only pays the $29.99, their upline doesn't probably get some sort of a cash bonus or whatever for selling one of these kits. You know? Ooh, yeah. And also, while we're about recruiting, I bet there's probably 1 or 2, maybe 3 if I'm being generous, that have to do with customers. But we'll see. More to come on that.
waived right now. So essentially, you could be launching your business for free.
Oh my God.
But the only drawback, if you choose that option, is these kits are only offered one time when you enroll as a brand partner. So if you skip past that, you'll never get this again. And these bundles are very heavily discounted. If you take note of the savings, very incredible. So if you can, I highly recommend getting in with one of the kits, just so you can share it with people around you. It's just a really great way to start your business off. And I think that's it.
Oh, here it is. Connect
If
with
anybody
people.
has any questions, I want to make sure that if you are on this call and you're not yet signed up, that you connect back with the person that invited you here. We are super excited and hope that you join us because, like everybody before me said, this is such a great opportunity. And once you start getting into it and talking to people and learning, it just feels completely aligned and like you are just, this door is opening and you're being welcomed into this wonderful family.
What a weird way to explain a commercial cult, in my opinion. We'll welcome you into the family. No, thank you. No, thanks. Oh, was that the end of it? Oh, that's okay. That's how they ended that. What a wild ride. What do you think, guys? What do you think of this? Does this sound legit? Does this sound like every other MLM launch that we have seen? Because I think it sounds like every other MLM launch. I'm very, very concerned about that product and the amount of stimulants that appear to be in it. That freaks me out because so many people are sensitive to caffeine. So many people should avoid products like this altogether. I'm not a fan of thermogenic products anyways, for obvious reasons. I think that the way that you have sustained fat loss is you are in a calorie deficit while lifting weights over a period of time, and slow and steady is always going to win the race. I think that when we are falling for these types of pitches that are marketing fast weight loss, it's just setting us further and further back from understanding our bodies, understanding nutrition, understanding, how we want to perform in the gym or work out or what fitness looks like to us. And I think it's a disservice to ourselves when we fall for it. And these people are laughing all the way to the bank. And I just think it's disgusting. I just think it's gross. So, yeah. Yeah. Awakened to stimulant boogaloo. Yikes. Thank you guys for being here. This was pretty heavy, I guess I want to say. Science heavy, which I'm a fan of, but I know that can kind of make people glossy-eyed a little bit, but I thought it was really important that we talked about the ingredients on this one. I will be doing a separate comp plan video once I look at that. And Kat, thank you for sending that my way. I appreciate you. And if you're a member or you'd like to become a member, we're going to do an after party where we talk about this a little bit more. I'm probably going to tell you guys what I made for dinner because I'm very excited to eat it here shortly. And yeah, it's a good time. It's a smaller group and it's a lot of fun. And I appreciate everybody being here. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. Make sure that you drop a comment. Let me know what you thought. Share this video out because there are people getting pitched. Maybe you've been pitched this company and you had no idea what it was, and you can send this to the person that's trying to recruit you into this if you really want to. If you're uncomfortable saying no, just share this video. They'll appreciate it. Anyways, thank you guys for being here. I'll see you on the next video. And members, this is going to redirect once I get everything started on my end. It'll redirect to our after party. So I'll see you guys over there. All right, everybody, have a good night.